Hi, everybody. I'm doing this video again. I actually did it and thought I was going to my YouTube channel and my Facebook group, but apparently I only went to my Facebook page. And then somebody said there might have been a problem watching the video after I'd gone live. So I thought I would just do it again. And because it's a good one, I want to talk about the question that so many women say to me, which is, why can't I have love like that? Those times when you go into a coffee shop or you sit in a restaurant and you can't stop staring at this couple because you can't help looking at this couple because they're so aligned in their body language, the way they look at each other, the way he or she absolutely is genuinely interested in what she's saying. And you can see that sort of the way they smile, the way they laugh, the way he or she touches her arm. And it's just that beautiful connection. And every time they look up, you sort of busy yourself, go back into your phone, do a message, have another sip of coffee because you think, oh my gosh, are they clocking that I'm staring at them? You know those couples. And effortless is the word that I would use, that it looks so effortless. And just seeing how aligned they are, how in tune they are, how genuinely they like each other. And I know that many of you say that you feel a tinge of envy when you see that. You're not jealous in a nasty way. You're very happy for her that she's found that connection. But it does give you a tinge of envy and a little bit of loneliness because you just wonder what it's like to feel that incredible connection with someone who makes you feel so great about yourself, who makes you smile, laugh even. And it's so far removed from the relationships that you've had in the past and probably the one that you've most recently left, which is why it feels like such a pipe dream for you right now. You know, those relationships where you thought that every time they were going to be different. This time they were going to be that sort of person. And they were at the start until they changed. And then you went from somebody you thought loved you, but actually turned out to be the same. And all those intimate moments where you found the courage to open up and reveal yourself, hoping that they were the one like this, they just got twisted and used as weapons to hurt you. And you were back into that relationship where you were completely on edge and second guessing yourself all the time. One in which you kept trying to meet the goalposts, but they just kept moving them the whole time. So you were never sure. So you spent the whole relationship walking on eggshells and feeling alone. Even when you were in the bed right next to them, you just felt so alone. And you thought, how did I get here? Why can't I have love like that? And worse, where did all the years go? And now your deepest fear is that you'll never know what it feels like to be that woman who has that guy or girl deeply, passionately interested in them, validating them, seeing them, hearing them, effortlessly loving them. And you fear that if you don't have that, you're going to end up really lonely and alone. How many of you feel like that? And if you see a scene like that, do you think, what's wrong with me? Why can't I have love like that? And so many of my clients come to me feeling that way. And what bugs them more is every other area of their life looks great. You know, they're successful in their careers, their kids are educated, they have, they live in a nice place, they get to travel when COVID allows, and everything really on paper looks great. But they just don't have the one thing that seems so elusive to them. And they wonder why they just keep coming up empty with toxic men or women in those relationships that hurt them every time. And they start to wonder, perhaps having a healthy relationship and love that doesn't hurt, love with someone like that, who's nurturing and kind, maybe it's something I'm not destined for. And a lot of them give up and say, it's too late for me. Or I get this one a lot, there's a good one. All the good ones are gone, I hear. And if you don't mind me saying, pardon the French, sorry to French people, pardon my language, they're just BF beliefs. It's not too late for you. And the good ones have not all gone. Of 7 billion people on the planet, there's not one person out there like that for you. I don't believe it. And, you know, we cling to those BS beliefs as a way to hide from that inner shame and pain that we feel, that maybe, even though we look great from the outside and we look strong and successful, that maybe there's part of us that actually is unlovable. And that's the fear we have. I was like that. I thought after I left my abusive ex that I honestly convinced myself that no one was going to love me with another man's child. That was my belief. Why would they want me with another man's child when at this age, because I was young, they're going to want to find a woman they can have their own child with? That was the belief that got in my way for a long time. I was convinced I was unlovable. I was damaged goods, and who was ever going to want me? And you know what I've learned is the difference between me and those women that I used to look at in cafes or restaurants or bars, longingly wish that I had what they had, which was that relationship with someone that they were aligned, at ease with, comfortable with, even just doing the ordinary things like having a cup of coffee. The only difference was that I had a subconscious belief that I was just not good enough, that I didn't deserve anything better than that. And that belief came to be my absolute truth. And that truth that I clung to just impacted my entire life in so many ways, not just relationships. I not only put my needs second to every man I went out with, but I people pleased everybody. And I was a complete martyr and doormat and put, you know, everyone's needs first. And quite often I got nothing in return. And at the end of it, I just felt walked all over and used sometimes, even by friends. And I feared confrontation. So I never spoke out. For example, if a colleague bullied me at work, I didn't speak out. I didn't show up for myself. And then I'd go home and I'd seethe in frustration inside. Why didn't I say this? Or why didn't I say that? How many of you feel that way? And I also never felt like I belonged, that I fitted in. I always had that sense that I was looking from the outside looking in, and I was different somehow. And I was ever the imposter, always wondering, when are people going to find me out? That was one that stuck to me for a long time. And, you know, it was exhausting. I craved love and connection, but love and connection was completely elusive to me. How many of you feel that way? Irene, is this really live? Yes, I am really live. And I can see you right now. And I just think I've gone out of focus a bit. Ooh, sorry about that. Yes, I can see you, Irene. And you said trauma made you feel like that. So I am live, and thank you for watching this. And I was exhausted. You know, the very thing I wanted, which was love and connection, and to belong and to have that effortless love that I saw that woman have, that I remember watching one day in a coffee shop. It was so foreign to me until I rewrote my story and reprogrammed all my self-limiting beliefs and changed my life. And now many of my friends tell me that they envy the relationship I've got, And I know that, oh, I love it. My nieces and nephews, they tell me that me and my husband are their relationship goal. And I'm so proud of that. At my age, to be their relationship goal, that is super, super cool. And I really, really love them for that. Because I know I'm not saying it's easy. It was a lot of hard work, but I've become that woman that I used to look at longingly, watching in awe with her partner. And that woman I looked at in awe that had a partner who was genuinely interested and in them. And now I've got that. I've got a man who makes me laugh, makes me smile, really listens to me, hears me, and supports me. Still tells me I'm beautiful with no makeup on or looking like death when I'm sick. And he'll even, when I moan about my wrinkles, is the first to tell me, that's how you're supposed to look at your age. And I love you for it. You're beautiful just the way you are. And in fact, he says to me, I don't want somebody looking 20 years younger than me. I want you to match me, which I think is really lovely too, because he's a silver fox. And he reassures me, all the time. And so I wanted to say to you, don't give up on that dream, even if it feels like a pipe dream for you right now. I know sometimes when you look at these people, you think, I'll never have that. It's too late for me. All the good ones are gone. But all it takes is the courage to face your fears and self-limiting beliefs and the determination to put the hard work in to do what it takes to heal. And that is what I'm here to show you how to do. And so if you are ready, and I'm not, as I said, I say it's simple. It is, but you have to be ready to put the work in to do it. It's not easy, but it's simple. And if you're ready to do this, I would suggest you do two things. But I also want to be transparent. I'm not here to give you quick relationship tips. I could give you lots of tips, but that will put just Band-Aids on you and make you feel better for a little while. I'm here to break that cycle, a lifetime of patterns in which have come deep from your conscious, where you keep attracting the same type over and over and over again, and probably also push the really nice ones away. They are elusive to you, those relationships. They have probably come into your life and you've been too scared of them and pushed them away because you're used to the toxic ones. So if you are ready to absolutely break that cycle, and you're serious and committed to putting in the work that you need to do to change, what I would suggest you do is two things. One is to watch my free webinar, my 5 simple steps, how to recover from toxic relationships, fall back in love with your life, and never settle for less than you deserve again. And only if that resonates with you and you are serious and committed to change, then do book a call with me. vivianmcgrath.com/support. I'm really sorry, but my diary gets so packed out that you need to do so quickly, but also I only allow 1 call per person. So if you've had a call already, then you would have had some support already. So if you haven't, watch the masterclass. I'll put the links in the comments below or the description below, and do book a call with me. All right, so I hope that's helped. Irene, 3 hearts. Thank you so much. It's lovely. And you say, Irene, the men mirror my mind. Absolutely. And I'm getting bothered that I'm out of focus now. There we go. The men mirror your mind. The men will mirror you. You will never attract any love greater than the love you have for yourself. So you want to be a mirror to what you want to attract. Okay. So Manisha, I see Arish, Manisha, Irene, Thank you very much. Arij says, I felt that way. Manisha, thank you for joining me as well. It's really good to see you here. I see, Jackie, you did try and join yesterday, but there was an issue, so I hope that you get to see this one. All right, bye for now, and I'll see you in my next video.